this is in many ways a video I didn't really want to record, but I think it's now reached the point where this game is either gonna die or the devs are seriously gonna have to start actually pulling changes out from their heads, which will actually improve the experience for us players rather than just keep on adding to the pile of changes that no one have asked for, no one really wanted, no one really thought of, but it just kind of came to that point anyways. This is an overview of the latest Crossout patch, which will arrive soon. This is the new Witch Hunter Halloween thingy patch, and yeah, let's just get into it. So here we are recording from the test server. Now let's start out about some of the stuff that is actually just mildly positive. The fact that the Halloween event is coming back is by itself not very positive. We're getting Witch Hunt again. This is the third year in a row, I think, the exact same event that we're seeing. We not really seeing anything new. And I know I'm gonna be sounding so disappointed, sorry, when I record this, because it's simply just it's been a rough past few months for this game, and I don't think I'm speaking for myself. I hear that from multiple YouTubers. Views are down the drain for the game and everything. Oh man, I just wanted to be good so bad. I just wanted to be a good game because it's such a great game and it has so many unique features. I'll try to stay as neutral in this as possible. So first thing off, the new Halloween event. We're getting some new items for the Halloween event. This is awesome if you like to collect, like me, like having these special limited items. The new items that we're getting is that we are getting some decor items. We're getting the Mexican guitar, we're getting the taco, we're getting the feathered serpent, and we're also getting the leaf fall paint. So 3 decos, 1 paint. That's it. These will probably be items that you can craft without being 100% sure. Valley of the Dead map is going to be a soon part of this server here. I don't know if it already is. I don't think that we will have. No, I'll link the patch notes in the description probably, then you guys can go take a look at it yourself. But if it is working the same way as it usually does, then we are looking at different craftable stuff that you can craft with some special currency that you will get by playing the Witch Hunt event. If it is what it usually is, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it, but it might be like that. Okay, great. Now let's look at why this, the thing that we're gonna look at, and the thing that from what I was able to see from the patch notes is that there will be some changes. Let's just do this, doesn't really matter. Let's just do a frame setup here. That we were going to see some changes to some weapon models, and one of those weapon models is indeed the Scorpion. And alongside that change, we will also get the feature that the Scorpion will now be changed so that you can no longer remove frames as easy as you could before. So let's pull a cabin here. There we go. Let's go ahead and get some of these set up just so that we can actually get a couple weapons in here too. Let's just grab these now. For you, those of you who know already, oh my, some started like what the, will this stop please? Let's just see our frame rate here. It looks good. Okay, for those of you that already know, right now or before, the Scorpion excelled at removing frames. This has been a huge subject that people have been discussing, like, really, that people have been discussing for so long. Is the Scorpion supposed to work like this? Is the Scorpion not supposed to work like this? Frames work the same way as grill parts, as the things that my Scorpions are sitting on right now. They take 90% reduced damage. Now the thing is that the Scorpion ignores this. The Scorpion has been out for like 2 years, and throughout all this time the Scorpion has always worked like this. So you know, it's, yeah, it's mildly triggering to see that, because there's been some complaints about it and there's been some people who haven't complained about it, and the thing is that it's often the people who complain who also shouts like the loudest. And the issue with this, in my opinion, is that you sort of give in to changes that you didn't really mean to do, because when this discussion first really started popping up, when Coalfire did his video about the Scorpion and how it was broken, the discussion really exploded. And back then the devs were out and trying to say, no, the weapon is not broken. It's supposed to do the things that it does. So basically, stop complaining about it. Now, you know this community. People still complained about it. And that's fine. That's fine. Like, on its own, it is what it is. I don't personally mind it. But people did complain, and of course the devs have to react to that, and the reaction was, now, as you can see, bam, they gave in. Even though, and I will repeat this a million times, they did announce to us back then that they were indeed not going to change this weapon, because it was actually, or they didn't say they were not going to change it, but all they said to us was, this weapon is working the way that it is intended to work. So, bam, end the discussion. Now we sit here looking at the Scorpion. It is definitely changed. A 2x4 and a 4x4 light frame still comes off in one hit, so that's definitely worth noting. A 2x, this is a very terrible test because I'm actually not really, you know, hitting the stuff that I'm supposed to hit with 100% sure certainty. So let's just do it like this, just so that we can actually hit one at a time. But we now have the Scorpion acting as any other weapon that shoots stuff with reduced damage. There we go. So a regular frame there comes off. That frame comes off. Well, we could just maybe look at the HP actually, because the Scorpion, like, it hits for 280 each, and 280 times 2 is 56. Or 560, 90% reduced damage. That'll be 56. So we still take off most of these frames. We still take off a 2x6. So, you know, as you can tell, the weapon is decently alright, and this was already known as well because Coldfire sort of reviewed the weapon in depth back when he started sort of discussing the weapon and whether it was broken or not, and he actually tried to take out all of these frames. So there's nothing really exciting about this. So why am I so upset with the fact that they gave into this? Well, it's pretty simple. This game is not supposed to be nerfed based on who shouts the highest, like who can yell higher than his opponent, who can complain more. The game is supposed to be nerfed in a way and balanced. Let me say balanced. The game is supposed to be balanced in a way where the game is the good gameplay is promoted. And right now you have a Scorpion that if you get an unlucky shot, say this is spaced armor, bam, 21 damage. What? And that happens all the time. Like, you hit for 2 damage sometimes with the Scorpion. The Scorpion has a downside already, because if you don't hit directly where it is, it does not function like a cannon. So if I hit that, bam, this cabin would still take 300 damage because it's a Typhoon. Nope, it does not work like that. That cabin takes absolutely 0 damage because I do not hit the cabin. And yes, this is a precise weapon, but I mean, the Typhoon with the map sizes that we have, go to Old Town. If you miss with the Typhoon, then you need to practice, basically. Like, I know there is circumstances that will make you miss it, but you know, the map does, the Typhoon just has so much bullet velocity and so much accuracy already, so little bullet drop, that you know, you rarely miss your shots anyway in these tight maps with these big builds. But the thing is that you then have a Typhoon which is still mildly accurate. You can easily shoot these guns off with a Typhoon still in one hit, just by, like, go watch Gromek's video on how the 3D aim tracing works with cannons and stuff, and you'll get your aim sorted in no time to take out all of these builds, like where guns are hidden behind the cabin. I can't even speak right now. So all in all, it's a major issue that the game is being progressed like this, and it's also the reason that I am probably gonna step down just a little bit from Crossout and, like, in a more serious way introduce other material to my channel, because matter of fact, it's just that I talked a long time ago how I didn't want to be a Crossout YouTuber, and this is the exact reason that I didn't just want to be known for my Crossout material, because this game inevitably is gonna end if the game is balanced the way that they decide to balance it. It's pretty simple. Would they just ask us what we thought of all of this, then it would have been so much nicer. But you know, at least we have one thing now, and you can see how the hitbox is. Okay, it's still not great. Look at this. Like, this is not the weapon. I'm clearly not pointing at the weapon right now. So they still do not use any sort of, you know, calculations when it comes to calculating the hitbox. They just give it a hitbox with a shape that is corresponding to, I'm guessing that we sort of have like a triangular shape up until like here, and then you get like a bubble around it, which sort of engulfs this area right here. Yeah, pretty much. You probably have a triangular shape up this way, and then with a bubble on top. Bam, or a sphere on top, rather, should I say, not a bubble. Yeah, but you get the memo, you get the memo. Is the model smaller overall? I wish we could actually do a proper size comparison. It definitely do not look smaller. I think I can say that much. Let's see if the yeah, right, we don't of course have the builds in here. Probably nope, we don't really. So we can't really compare the sizes to old builds since we are on the test server, but for now I wouldn't say that the model looks smaller. But on that subject of models that will be changed, we have a few different weapons. We have the Avenger, we have the Little Boy, we have the Fat Man, we have the Executioner, Mammoth, Tsunami, Typhoon, AGS Impulse, just the Impulse Grenade Launcher, Retcha, Pulsar, Firebug. So the physical models of the following weapons. Do we take that as the models themselves will be changed? Market is unavailable. That makes a lot of sense, actually. If we go look at the, where is it, that beautiful Avenger thingy, the Little Boy was getting a change too. The Little Boy does, though, indeed look exactly the same as before. So I am getting that we are mostly looking at hitbox updates, which is great because a gun. Oh wow! Look at that. The Mammoth is actually indeed has been changed, and that looks good. I mean, it's no longer just an Executioner on top of a turret with like a front shield to it. It's actually a proper model now. Good job, devs. But no. So we're probably looking at hitbox for that too. Avenger, are you looking different, my dude? Nope, you are indeed not. Is it a little bit more high-res textured? Oh, I'm never gonna be able to tell. I wouldn't say that it is. I'm also guessing that we're looking at a different hitbox here. The hitbox seems to correspond to the actual model very well. Yep. It does. See, we got a hitbox all the way to the edge of the gun. This could also be what they have tried to do with the Tsunami. Let's see. Wow, look at that. The Tsunami actually has a hitbox all the way to the edge of the cannon. So this is a huge change because before the hitbox started right about here, and you know, that just made the Tsunami act very weird every once in a while. I wonder if this will poke into the ground more now. You know, so the barrel can still go through the floor. So that's not changed, which would be like, that would definitely be a game changer if that was actually the issue, or the coincidence. The thing I'm thinking is, will this do anything for the gun depression that you can actually have with the different guns? Because right now the Typhoon has actually been superior for a long time to a lot of different weapons, like the Tsunami, for example. A Typhoon could have a much better downgoing like gun depression. Just see how close that goes to the cabin. Let's see if the Typhoon can do the same thing. Not the Typhoon, sorry, the Tsunami. So if I place the Tsunami the exact same place, nope, it's still the same thing. Look at that. Like, oh, why do they make these changes then? You see, exact same weapon, not able to get any sort of gun depression going because there is a cabin in the way. The exact same weapon, just two different grades, pretty much the same hitbox. This has a thicker barrel, this has a thinner barrel. This is more accurately calculating where it can go and where it cannot go, compared to the freaking Tsunami. Devs, oh my god, please save this game, will you? Which, yeah, the Impulse probably also just had a huge hitbox, is what I'm guessing, because it doesn't look any different at all. Excited for the Mammoth change, looks really good. Please just listen. Oh wow, what is that? Ooh, whoa, oh whoa, wow, wow. Okay, so that's a new retro. My goodness, does that look beautiful though. What the crap is this thing? Woo! Woo! Okay, that's good. Okay. Faith in this game restored for just a little bit of time. Or is it though? Is it though? Guys, let me know what you think about these changes. Is this the correct way to go? Should Are we looking at like models like this as the most important thing right now? Even though this is beautiful, this is what the retro is supposed to look like. This is so much better, and actually I think the model is significantly smaller now, which can maybe be good if you go to something like Clan Wars, where there's a possibility that it's just a little bit better. I can't tell for sure. But on that subject, do we have anything else that we have to have a look at right now? The visual model of the following guns have been remade: the Reaper and the Sledgehammer, the Retro and the Mammoth and the Equalizer. Okay, so we're actually looking at quite a lot of weapons. Oh boy. Okay, that is a beautiful weapon too. And on top of the recent sound change, this is not bad at all. What else do we have? We did have the, let's see, minigun, the Reaver minigun. Okay. Looks goddamn amazing too. Let's see, what does it look like when it shoots? Looks pretty good. I mean, again, beautiful model. Doesn't make the game any more balanced, god damn it. Then we are also looking at the Sledgehammer, which is another shotgun getting a change. And let's see, what does the Sledgehammer offer us? So still pretty much the same shooting and everything, it's just an updated model. Does look beautiful indeed. Whoops. It's yeah, it's a beautiful gun indeed. So some nice changes. On top of that, we're getting some special challenges. The experiment mode, we will see the Halloween event overlap that. So experiment mode out, Halloween event in. Beautiful. 24th of October. Hopefully that will be the death of experiment, or the experiment mode, sorry, the repair mode thingy. Yeah, you know, the repair mode, get it out, don't get it back. Devs, listen to me. The interface, pressing the battle button in the garage will automatically launch the mission Get the Scrap Metal, or the last mode in which you participated. To open the world map and select another mode, press the select mode button. Good, great. So a little bit different in here. Let's see, get out of here. Nice. Get the scrap metal, which is all there is right now. I'm guessing that there will be more, so we can look at that when the actual patch drops. Now, badges will show you which weapons you can use, which is great. And then we have added new medals and rewards for receiving them in form of themed portraits, Knechte Treasure, and Halloween Zillionaire. So this is probably a pretty clear indication that Knechte is coming back. Night Riders event gonna be there soon. Start stacking your goddamn resources. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make some easy coins, guys. Great. But that is pretty much it from the test server. Like, yeah, it kills me to say it, but I think we're gonna cut down on the Crossout material slowly. I won't be as much active in the Crossout community when this patch goes live, if it is with the circumstances that they're bringing right now. We'll have to see about it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Do let me know. Start a discussion down below. What do you think about this latest patch? If you haven't seen the patch notes, they are down below. Guys, 3,500 subscribers. I just want to say a massive thank you to all of you. I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one. Bye-bye.